Good day everyone. Our topic for today is all about activity-based costing or ABC. The goal of ABC is to accurately allocate costs to the products to gain detailed insights into product costing and profitability. It enables companies to improve their cost management and pricing strategies by singling out specific activities that are raising production costs and require improvements. So why is it important to know the cost of a product or the product cost? Product cost is very important because it is one of the considerations in setting the selling price. Therefore, if the cost is inaccurate, then your selling price might be too high or might be too low. It will affect the demand of a product as well as your net income. So what is activity base? An activity base, also known as a cost driver or cost allocation base, is a measure used in activity-based costing or ABC to assign overhead costs to products or services. It is a factor that drives or influences the cost of performing a specific activity. The activity base is selected based on its causal relationship with the overhead cost, meaning the activity base should be directly linked to the incurrence of the cost. So, using an appropriate activity base, it helps to ensure that overhead costs are allocated more accurately to the products or services, providing a better understanding of the true cost of producing or delivering them. Examples of common activity base, it includes direct labor hours, machine hours, number of units produced, and the number of setups. So for the direct labor hours, overhead cost can be allocated based on the number of labor hours spent on a specific activity or product. And for machine hours, if a process is heavily reliant on machinery, the number of machine hours can be used as an activity base to allocate cost. For the number of units produced, in some cases, overhead cost can be allocated proportionally to the number of units produced. And for the number of setups, for production processes that require multiple setups, the number of setups can be used as an activity base. Selecting the right activity base depends on the nature of the business and the type of cost incurred. It is crucial to choose a base that accurately reflects the relationships between the activity and the overhead cost to ensure the accurate cost allocation. So let's discuss the two types of overhead allocation. First is the traditional costing, and second, our topic for today, which is activity-based costing. So for traditional costing, this uses only one or single cost driver. So what is cost driver? Cost driver is anything that drives or affects the cost of a product. For example, the machine hours, direct labor, and etc. So, while activity-based costing, you first identify activities, and then second, the multiple cost drivers. So the main difference for traditional costing, you only use one cost drivers, and for activity-based costing, you use multiple cost drivers. Again, the ABC or the activity-based costing system only applies to the allocation of overhead. So from there, once we allocate the cost of overhead properly using the activity-based costing, we will know the cost of a product. Therefore, we will know how much you set the price on a particular product.
This costing system is used in target costing, product line, profitability analysis, customer profitability analysis, and service pricing. Activity-based costing is used to grasp on cost, allowing companies to form a more appropriate pricing strategy. As an activity-based costing example, consider company ABC has a $50,000 per year electricity bill. The number of labor hours has a direct impact on the electric bill. For the year, there were 2,500 labor hours worked, which in this example is the cost driver. Calculating the cost driver rate is done by dividing the $50,000 a year electric bill by 2,500 hours, yielding a cost driver rate of $20 for product XYZ The company uses electricity for 10 hours. The overhead costs for the product are $200 or $20 times 10. Provides accurate and realistic cost. By separating overhead cost into various cost pools, activity-based costing provides superior insights into cost drivers and it is a better reflection of the actual cost involved in producing a product. It also identifies the cost saving areas. So by allocating cost to specific product, the ABC method flags areas where cost may be disproportionately high due to process inefficiency. It also improved the pricing decisions. Armed with a more accurate picture of all costs involved in creating a product, firms to optimize pricing methods, vastly improving profit margins over a long term. It ensures better resource allocation. Activity-based costing increases the visibility of untraceable indirect costs such as depreciation and utilities, allowing firms to precisely determine their product cost. Their company can make informed decisions about which activities to spend on, which activities to automate, and what products to focus on.